Got several new developments right now. Family members of the Bennetts tell me they had no idea about the marital issues and financial problems inside the Bennett home. Meantime, investigators here in West Bloomfield tell me it looks as if they have recovered what's believed to be the murder weapon. Family members of the Bennetts telling Action News today they had no idea about the growing problems inside this upscale West Bloomfield home and never would have suspected someone they thought so bright could be accused of such a crime.
He's been successful his whole life at everything. He played football at college, and he was going on to be a professional football player until he injured his knee. But he got into real estate. He was a top salesman for Merck.
West Bloomfield police say it appears that Ellery Bennett stabbed his wife Lisa and then tried to kill himself. He left about 5 notes inside the home, some handwritten, some printed out from a computer.
There were some marital concerns, there were some financial concerns, and some of the notes that he had written kind of helped to support that theory. I think his intentions were pretty clear based on what the note said and what actually happened.
Investigators say Ellery Bennett is talking about what happened, and they're still trying to put together all the pieces. It appears Mr. Bennett stabbed his wife, perhaps while she was sleeping, then stabbed himself in the neck and chest. At some point, either before or after the crime, he wrote the notes, and later, when he realized his own wounds weren't powerful enough, he drove himself to the hospital. Evidence techs were at the home until 2 this morning.
We did take some computers from the home. We took some cutlery that resembled the murder weapon. There was bed linen, stuff like that, that was taken, and a few other items, but basically just kind of supported some theory.
Meantime, family members say they thought Ellery and Lisa were the perfect couple and didn't realize that divorce and financial woes were plaguing them.
They did a lot of traveling together. They were constantly working. He went on a venture of being able to quit a 6-figure income to pursue his own at-home business, which was successful for a certain amount of time.
But at some point, financial issues did develop. The Bennetts had defaulted on several loans recently, and Lisa Bennett had just filed for divorce at some point in the last week. Meantime, Mr. Bennett continues to be hospitalized under suicide watch, and he could face charges at some point in the next 24 hours. We're live in West Bloomfield Township. Michael Rosenfield, Channel 7 Action.
Yeah, Michael, this must be devastating for the family and especially for that couple's 2 children.
Yeah, they had 2 children who were at home at the time. The victim's mother was also inside the house. Apparently, they slept through the whole thing, never heard a word, or never heard any noise. But they do have a very large family on both sides, spread out all across Metro Detroit, so I'm sure they're getting some much-needed comfort.
Okay, thank you very much. Michael Rosenfield reporting on that. Joanne?